My fellow Koreans, I, I승만을, am speaking from Washington to my 23 million fellow Koreans who are at home and abroad. Wherever you are, listen to my words carefully. What I am going to tell you is a glad tidings, because it is a message of liberty. You who hear me must be messengers of freedom. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell them to tell all the others. Oh, my fellow countrymen, it is the news of liberty, liberty and liberty. How sweet it sounds, how warming the flame to us, how terrifying to the enemy. Men and women of Korea, I tell you that our day of glory is at hand. The chains of bondage shackled upon us by the island savages soon will be broken. You have a government. Your own government is working for you. Your government is in strong hands. Heroic and patriotic Kim Gu, who has never stopped fighting the dastardly Japanese, is in charge of the government now in Beijing, China, and other patriots, notably Lee Si-young, Jo So-wang, Joan-gu, Cha Il-suk, and others stand beside him. Your army, under the command of our great Commander-in-Chief, General Lee Chung-chun, is where an army should be, out fighting the enemy. Both your government and your army have been given sanctuary by the great and gallant Chiang Kai-shek. Help is coming more and more. Already both Generalissimo and Madame Chiang Kai-shek have personally given large sums to our government and our army. Patriotic Koreans in America, Hawaii, Cuba, and Mexico, and every part of the world where they are beyond the reach of the Japanese, have contributed and continue to send money to Chungjing, so our army, which is growing every day, may have arms, munitions, and supplies. As the dawn follows the darkness, Korea's day is here. For 37 years, our patriotic independent army, seeking for hiding places in foreign countries, suffering from cold and hunger, have fought our island enemies single-handed and unaided. All this is changed now. We are not fighting alone. We are fighting alongside the brave and unconquerable soldiers of China, with the mighty United States of America and Great Britain as our allies. This is the time when we can demonstrate to the world the characteristic bravery and patriotism of our race. You people in our homeland, Koreans in Japan, Manchuria, and Siberia, you Koreans in the Japanese occupied territories of China, you have patriotic duties to perform. Hear me well. You must follow up Japanese ammunition plants. You must destroy railroads Japanese use. You must mine highways over which Japanese troops pass. You must kill any armed Japanese you can, by day and by night. You must commit every act of sabotage and violence which you will hinder, disrupt, or destroy any part of the Japanese war effort. All of these things you must do by stealth, for I know how helpless you are, your homes stripped of weapons and even of knives by the hatred to offers. Yet you must prepare in secrecy for the day when the waning strength of the Japanese allows you to rise up, attack, and to exterminate the enemy. The island savages long have said our country is a dagger pointed at the heart of Japan. I shall tell you when to be that dagger and stab to death the foul and evil monster. Remember Yi Sun-sin, Im Jong-up, Kim Dong-young and others who made our history glorious. Never forget, men, women of Korea, that you have many times in our history defeated the despised dwarf. For centuries you have kept him from the mainland of Asia. Time after time you have beaten him back, destroyed their armies, shattered their navies. Better than any people in the world, you know the evil that is in him. You know the falseness of his smile. You know the history he uses as brightness, but which reveals the reptile that he is. You know the cruelty he has inflicted upon you. You know the degradation he has visited upon our women and our children. We Koreans were the first victims of what the great American President Franklin D. Roosevelt calls Japan's blood-stained cause of conquest. Only recently, as a part of America's own territory, being a temporary victim of Japan's blood-stained career of treachery. It was then the American people cried out for vengeance and their government declared war. But let us, the first people to suffer, be the first to exact the terrible vengeance we have nurtured these long and dreary years. Let us claim this, our privilege. I speak to you with a heart filled with hope. The great American people remember Korea as a nation, just as you Koreans remember the United States as the first Western country with which we have friendly treaty relations. I am here in Washington to speak from the United States in recognition of our government and the material support for our army may grow and be equipped to defeat the enemy. As your first chosen leader to fight the Japanese, may I tell you how profoundly affected I am in the realization this is the first time you have heard my voice. May I be granted the privilege again, and may I be possessed of words of wisdom, wise counsel to you, and words of real encouragement for liberty as she approaches will destroy the darkness of your night. I bid you good night, my beloved countrymen, as I tell you the dawn of freedom is at hand.